All right, I think we are live. Let me see. All right. Yo, what up, y'all? Let me make sure I got all my things in a row. Welcome to Ape Nation Radio. Today is April 7th, 2022. Allergies are still kicking my ass, so I need like as much liquids as I possibly can store on this desk. I got me, not sponsored, but your boy got the Polar Seltzer. And, Haitians, Caribbeans, we always turn to Canada Dry whenever we're feeling under the weather. Ginger ale. So I'm just going to drink some more water and use this ice to water my my other liquids. Anyway, what's going on with y'all, man? What is going on? What y'all dealing with today? What are the headlines, by the way? What are the headlines today? Let's check it out. Let's check. First, I need to make sure that my live is set, because I don't want to be out here looking crazy. All right, let's see here. Let's see how we looking on YouTube. Okay, we looking good, man. We're looking good. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this to the side here. What you're hearing in the background is some lo-fi music to get some work done to. For those of you who like watching the chart, you guys could just open a separate tab, poke in here, chat, and then also have this playing in the background while you're listening to your favorite live streamers, whoever likes to watch the line. We don't do technical analysis over here. We don't do TA. We just vibe, get work done, dream, and come up with solutions, because for one, like problems, like for me, excuses, man, if I could get paid $1 million for having excuses, boy, would I have them stacked back to back, man. But they ain't no money in excuses. There's money in solutions. That's why I'm constantly on the hunt for solutions. I'm always on the hunt for solutions. So as soon as I hear another creator or the community starts to cry and moan and come up with all these excuses, I know that if I find a solution to that, there's a big old bag at the end. So I'm always like, everybody's like, okay, piling up on the excuses. Let's just pile it down. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the excursion for the solutions to that problem. You know what I'm saying? So this is a solution-oriented platform. We don't complain over here. I know how easy it is to complain and have excuses. I was one of those, man. I was one of those, typing it up. And then it got to a point where I'm typing up the most ridiculous excuse, the most ridiculous complaint, and I reread it to myself, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, yo, if you don't figure this shit out, you're a grown-ass man typing on a freaking, Twitter fingers or whatever, about to type some bullshit. Figure it out and then come back. So that's what I've been doing, man. And, things have been looking up. So I'm happy with that. But while we're talking about that, let me make sure that, because I have 3 screens now. I got my phone, I got the laptop, and then I have this desktop that I'm looking at. So I'm going to be looking for, let me first lower this volume as I speak. Still new to this whole live streaming thing. Was looking for solutions and building it, and I'm like, yo, man, If I ain't gonna find it, I'm gonna find it while on live. Cause you know, one thing about, you know, people, they are nosy, and you know, when they find things that, you know, irritate them, they tend to find a solution, right? So for me, I'm looking for the solution, and then if anybody that pops up in the chat helps with that, that would be a magical thing, man. Because it's like the community built it. Because at the end of the day, when you look at all these brands out there, because I was at the mall yesterday, and I was looking at all these names behind the brand. I'm not all the names behind the brand. I'm looking at the logos on the buildings and whatnot, like your H&M logo, your Dick's Sporting Goods, your Cotton On, your Lululemon, all these brands, right? Everybody just sees the symbol, the logo, but they don't really see the hundreds, if not thousands of people that props it up, right? So if we are looking to change anything, we have to look at the people that are propping up these brands, right? The kids are all about H&M, Zara, right? Your kids who are looking to be fashionistas and whatnot, those are the ones that's propping up the brand, right? And then your influencers who are feeding it to these kids, they are propping up the brand. So I look at the people as opposed to the logo and the static symbol, because this right here that I have on is a regular t-shirt. And with that regular t-shirt, you know, it's cotton and a number of different blends. It's not made out of diamonds. It's not made out of gold. It's either, you know, the fabric and ink if you want to just put some logo on it, right? But again, it turns out to be the people who make it cool. You know, the people who make it acceptable. Just like the people make it acceptable for these hedge funds to do whatever the fuck that they want, because it's the hedge funds that is propping up America. Hedge funds are out here propping up America with like, yo, man, making all this gazillion dollars and whatnot. And they also have the same power to destroy the dollar and destroy America as well, right? So anyway, long rant. This is just what's on my mind, man. I got a free crib. The dog is getting groomed. The kids are in daycare. So it's like a free crib to vibe. So let's, and then I got my shades on still. I got my shades on for one. I'm testing out this new lighting right here. If you could just see that on my hand. I'm testing out this new lighting. So, and I also look cool while I'm doing it, right? Anyway, so let's see what the headlines are. Let's hop up on Twitter. Let's see what the headlines reading right now. Oh shit. Yo, I just hopped on Twitter, man, and literally, you guys are messy out here, man. You guys are forever messy, man. Hold on, let me see if I can get this on the screen real quick. So, my boyfriend told me he was on a radio tour. Turns out he was on a vacation with his side bitch. Nah, I gotta get this up on the live. Yo, this is messy as hell, B. What? Hold on, how do I switch? Okay. Here we go. All right, let's click on this, man. This is wild. Look, it's not his mom. Look, it's not his mom. Apparently, I'm the side bitch. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. It's funny to me because he pursed, lied, and tried to trap me. What? Try to trap you how? It was exposed to me and brought to my attention. I got options. I'm not stressing off this L. I didn't lose shit, but a few years. Oh, shit. What? Yo, this is spicy, y'all. here before you go viral because, huh? That's his grandmother. I refuse to believe it. What? Late what? This is why I'm a firm believer. Yo, what is going on? Niggas being messy in her comments. I'm cackling. Yo, niggas is stupid. Yo, auntie. Yo, y'all niggas is wild, B. What? I'm not fucking no woman still wearing that Bluetooth. Yo. Oh, man. And you're not embarrassed that he chose her over you? Yo, they saying mama look like his mama. Yo. Let's see what Shorty look like though. Okay. Let me see. I gotta make sure that you know what? I can't I be just strolling. I don't even know what's in here. Just trying to see what Shorty looks like. Okay. Dang. All right. So you was the side chick, mama? Damn. Yo. This is Shorty right here. She apparently is the side chick to this one. Let me see. Yo, she's a side chick, dog. Golly, man. Anyway, this is not what I came for, man. I came to read some headlines on AMC. Where my AMC? Wait, hold on. Let me switch this because my timeline be crazy sometimes, and I need to, pre-screen it before anything. This is wild, man. I gotta read. Let me just save this tweet so I can see how that saga turned out, man. That is wild, B. But let's see what everybody talking about when it comes to. Oh shit! Now there's a fight. All right, you know what? You see, this is the problem with Twitter, man. You go on Twitter looking for some real new. Oh, all right. There's another fight going on, man. I'm gonna have to review that later. But let's look for some headlines, man. Let's look out. Let's see what our favorite YouTubers are tweeting. AMC YouTubers. Let me increase the volume while I search, cause let me put some tunes up. So we're gonna vibe out to this while I continue to scroll and see what's going on, man. All right, y'all. So we just got word that not just got word. I just try to make shit more official than it really is. That's just my thing. I like to sound like anyway. Moving on. So the Common Sense Investor is live right now. And things are getting heated over there. So I'm going to continue to fade to black, do some work, and then listen into what he got going on over there. So feel free to pop in over there, or feel free to like hop in on this chat if you do decide to pull up. If you're catching this on the replay, yo, what up, y'all? All right, let's continue to play some jams. All right, y'all. So just poked my head into CSI's live, and yeah, just some guys just voicing their opinions right now on what's going on, because people are upset, man, that that the price jumped up to $35, and in less than a couple weeks, or less than a week and a half, it's down over 50%. You know, and It's like, who is watching this and how are they letting this happen? Hey man, that's not my answer to that's not for me to say. We gotta let the powers that be, the higher ups. You know, I remember Jay-Z had a line, he ain't gonna stop until he's eye in eye with the higher ups. And you know, as I get older and I get myself into these little predicaments, I tend to understand him a lot more, you know, understand his lyrics a lot more. So I always go back and listen to the GOAT. And, you know, it hits a little different every time you hear it, man. Because this man literally is like Hostradamus. It's been written before, but it's a tale as old as time, man. Like, the more you live life, the more wisdom you accumulate. So that's why I know it's an emotional game right now, and I'm not letting those mofos play with my emotions, man. So I try to preoccupy myself with little projects here and there, and building my dream is my main job. My main job is building my dreams, right? And like I said, I want to get in the show business. You know, I want to get into the network. You know what I mean? Building my own platform, because every day, like I said before, the internet has the wildest takes, right? Everybody has the wildest takes. Everybody has the wildest opinions. So why not, you know, join the discussion and present my own? You know, we listen to Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp give the wildest takes that they get from the internet, and just completely transform debate talk shows. And I'm like, yo, man, everybody's listening to this wild take and just digest it, right? Why can't I just present my own, man? Create my own party. Like, this is my White House. This is my Oval Office. You know, why don't I, you know, participate that way, you know what I'm saying, and make a living off of it? Because these guys are making life-changing wealth talking shit. And I talk shit too. You know, why not me? You know, the internet is free. This connection is free. The only thing that it costs is my time, right? And wherever energy goes, money seems to flow with it. So why not put my energy into building this platform and showing up every day? You know, I'm trying to get a schedule locked down for this show. It's still like, it's forever evolving, right? So I'm just basically trying to make sense of what's going on in the internet, try to make sense of what's going on with this play. So it's a forever changing, evolving process, right? So we're starting off as a little seed in this channel, right? The channel is the farm, and this content or this show is the seed. So water it every day. Some seeds don't need water every day, so I might not have to go live every day. Some seeds may need twice a week to be watered for it to grow and bear fruit, right? In matter of months, years, who knows, right? But this is easy for me to do. It's fun, and it's a great way for me to develop as an entrepreneur and develop as a person, you know, because I get to speak my mind. Whatever I say could be wrong, and it's for the world to basically give me feedback, because I've put myself in that position to get feedback, and I can make adjustments accordingly, man. But I'm not here to try to get censored, though. You know, I want to speak my mind and open the floor up for some discussion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to look around the internet, see what's up. CSI is on deck right now. It's playing in the background. I'm going to also see what else is going on with other people. You know what I'm saying? We got Ape Nation Will, who just dropped a video. Let's see. We got Joe Budden, who just dropped the Joe Budden TV podcast, just dropped a show. Let's see, Tony De Niro. Okay, there's a lot of content out there, man. So, You know, if you guys pick your tribe and go hang out, if you guys want to come hop over here, you're welcome. You're more than welcome, man. But we just gonna vibe out right now. Second, so first was water. Now it is ginger ale, and then after this ginger ale, if I'm still feeling a little under the weather, I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but yeah, we're gonna we're gonna try to beat this, whatever it is, whatever it is. Ooh yeah, that feels good. All right, let's load up. Put the volume up a little bit. Oh, and on another note, so this is like this is I'm opening this up for like community participation, meaning if you're a musician, if you're an artist, just let me know if you want to feature your art. So if you see this right here, this I created this. I created this this visual, right? If you're an artist, if you want to display your art, let me know. I can prop it up here and you have a spot for like however long. And depending on how competitive this gets, it might cost you guys, but I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. But for now, you know, this little sort of stream thing that I have playing, this loop, you know, if you have like some art that you want to display on a loop, if you have something that you want to promote on a loop, just let me know and I'll be able to fire it away. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know, man, and then we could work something out. If you're also an artist who do music and want to feature your music on here, because right now I just have royalty-free music right now playing in the background, because you know how the algorithms work. If you don't, they work sort of just like Shazam, right? So if it hears like a popular song or a song that has been claimed for copyrights, like it has a tag ID, royalty-free music here. But if you are an artist that want to display your production, if you want to display your music, let me know. We'll play it on Ape Nation Radio. This is also I'm playing with the title. I know there's a lot of people that don't like to be called apes, but the definition that I like for ape is all people equal, right? So all people equal, welcomed here to display their art, whatever they're working on. So yeah, it's a community, like trying to get community participation. So feature your art, your music, your work, your journey. If you're an interesting person or on an interesting path, let's talk about it on this show as well, man. So it's all encompassing, and we're going to just try to find out, build this from the ground up, grassroots, build it up till it becomes worthy on the culture stage, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know the shows that we watch for the culture, like Joe Budden, TV, Rory and Maul, who else? Undisputed for sports, and First Take for sports. You know, those are the things that I watch. Also, we watch shows over here too, like Netflix shows that the culture, like Snowfall. I got something to say about Snowfall too, but I'm gonna reserve judgment until I watch this past week's episode. But Snowfall, man, it's man, since John Singleton passed, it's been going down like a slippery slope with their storyline and whatnot, man. And come on, guys, come on, writers. Like, if y'all need some writers, just let me know. I know a couple peeps, but come on, man. Don't do it like this is why people have trust issues, man. It's these shows, man. They be changing writers. They don't be trying to pay their writers. And then their writers leave. They hire some new writers, and then they just take the show and just drive it in the dirt, man. So I'm hoping that's not the case. But hearing words through the grapevines that, Snowfall is up there, man. And I'm like, I say it ain't so. So I'm gonna reserve that judgment until this next episode, and then I'll give my honest take on that. All right, y'all. So something just hopped up on the timeline, and it comes via the Avid Trader. Now he is an AMC shareholder voicing his opinion. So let me pull this up so that we can all read it together. Let's see here. Oops, wrong one. Let's do this one. All right, I'm gonna pull it up and see so we can read it together, man, because he's giving his honest opinion, and I think this is a take that a lot of us have, and yeah, he's just keeping it all the way a buck. So let's pull this up real quick. All right. Okay. All right. So it says, so this is from the Avid Trader. Let me see. Probably, I don't even follow him, but somebody might have liked it or whatever. So one more thing. CEO Adam is not going to save you or this stock. He needs us to continue funneling into his stocks and theaters. He wants this to go on. He wants this to go on. His lack of action has proved that. Is he a good CEO for AMC? Yes, 100%. And then he goes on to say, however, millions of investors moving on from this cash cow is not ideal. If I was him, I would want this to go on for years and let the shareholders clear out as much debt as humanly possible. Just my 2 cents. I love this fucking stock, and I'm being real with y'all. All right. So let me know if you guys agree with this premise. I agree in terms of assuming that he wants this to go on for years. You know, I who am I to say? I've never had a conversation with this man, but his actions do speak volumes, right? He is a great CEO, and based on the tools that he has, right? Based on the tools that he has, he's done, in my estimation, everything right. Now, everybody wants to come out and jump out the window. Let me just reel this back in. A lot of people, I'm not even gonna say a lot of people. Anyway, let me just get to the point. I like to watch my words because I don't want to label too much people, because I don't like being labeled, and I don't like to label people unless they ask for it, right? So to assume that he is dragging this along is sort of a sticky, you know, you're in the sticky zone, right? Reason being, like, just case in point, like this week, I believe, earlier this week, Tory Lanez, right, was arrested in court because he appeared to violate his court order, right, by tweeting about Megan Thee Stallion. So Tory Lanez tweeted and didn't use Megan Thee Stallion's name at all. He just said, I forget the tweet, but the premise of the tweet was like, yo, I'm fucking two best friends and I got caught up, in response to what Megan Thee Stallion tweeted, right? And, you know, they read between the lines. And this is key. They read between the lines because Tory Lanez did not say Megan Thee Stallion or the friend's name in that tweet. He just tweeted it in general and left it for people's to come up with their own conclusions, right? So why do I bring this up? I bring this up because the court read between the lines, right? If Adam Aaron was to come out and say something like that is not cryptic, but allowed us to read between the lines, right? And the court sees that, or the powers that be who was able to like say this is manipulation, if he were to come out and do that and they pull this play and everybody's shit out of luck, who are they going to come to? They're going to be like, oh, it is Adam's fault, right? just like they're saying it's Tory Lane's fault. Everybody was screaming, jumping out the window, was like, yo, man, why don't you say something? If you ain't do it, why don't you just come out and say you ain't do it? He came out, and the best way he could, without literally saying he didn't do it, saying that he didn't do it, and they just slapped him with a $350,000 bond increase, right? And threatened to put him in jail while the prosecutors were looking for $5 million, right? If you don't understand, like, everybody is watching, he's just tiptoeing around, right? He's just tiptoeing around so that nobody can just say, like, yo, this is blatant manipulation, you know? And he's doing the best he can, man. And to say that, you know, he's prolonging this is like irresponsible, to say the least. But, you know, it's his opinion, and I got to respect it because he's in this play together. He knows what he's talking about, right? But the man is doing the best he could with his current tools. What we need to do is we need a middleman, right? We need a middleman to talk to us. So apparently he's saying that his lawyers advises him, right? And my question is, are these lawyers his personal lawyers, or is it AMC, the company's lawyers? Because if it's his personal lawyers, I get it, confidentiality, you know, you can't say much, you can't talk to us, and yada, 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 right? But if it's the company's lawyers and we own 90% of the company, wouldn't that make it our lawyers? And couldn't our lawyers consult with us? This is why I'm also on board with the Common Sense Investor when it comes to the town hall meeting, because there's a lot of questions, but it's like we have all these questions, but I'm more so want to ask, like, yo, what can us retail do besides buy and hold? Because all our buying and holding is doing is fattening up the pockets of the CEO, and is really not doing anything for us a year plus in this play, right? So, yeah, man, town hall meeting, man, like, go to the Common Sense Investor. I forget, I got to do DD on how much shares we need in order for us to have an emergency town hall meeting or whatnot. But that's some questions that we should be asking, searching for solutions. AMC Bingham, again, reiterating his points, taking your money out of it is the bank and moving it into a credit union. Now, also, we got to find out if our local credit unions don't have their hands, big banks have their hands in our local credit union pockets, right? Because just how the banks go to the feds to get money, you know, credit unions local in our city might go to the banks to get loans and whatnot, right? So there's so much things that's going on and looping. And I know it may sound complicated, but it shouldn't be, you know? And I think the more complex the things are, it's complex for a reason. It's to freaking hide so many different things, right? That's the only reason why it's so complex, right? Because humans are just simple, right? We eat, we drink, we sleep, we shit, we fuck. We're simple, right? All these freaking acronyms and like foreign like laws and money and all this shit, tax laws and all that, is complicated for a reason. For average Joes like us have to pay, you know, just to play in the game, right? Your money sitting in the bank is being used by those banks to make more money. But does it make you more money? No, you get like a little pinch of percent interest, and that interest is gone because the bank, it costs you about $20 a month to just house your money in the fucking bank, right? It's like, what is the bank? Is it like a freaking Netflix contract or something? Now you got to pay $20, $25 to have your money in the bank if you don't have a certain amount. Everything is pay to play, right? But only they are getting paid. We out here, we ain't getting paid, man. until we are eye and eye with the higher ups, right? So yeah, I'm gonna keep scrolling and seeing what else people from the community are saying. Especially in this thread because there's a lot of people talking and like, let's see here. Yeah, man. Like, I like to be wary of these things, these conversations with these little pods and whatnot, because if you don't monitor them, like there'll be some runaway narratives out there, and I just want to always come on record so that I could just do what I can with this small ass channel to voice those right now. But yeah, man, just his thoughts again. Let me give him a follow. I have seen him come up and down my timeline a few times, so we're gonna give him a follow and see what he has to say, man. So let's continue to hop up on the timeline and see what's up. Okay. All right, let's crank this music back up. Oh, so I just got a dope idea, man. So this is what happened, and I ain't even hit the Zaza Pachulia yet. So I know I'm about to be superhuman. But you guys see how I'm doing this for like the finance portion of the show. So I'm gonna do that for my Brooklyn Nets. So I'm gonna make me a mixtape of. I want to do this. I'm gonna do a mixtape of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving's highlights, and then just do this sort of like same ish. You know what I'm saying? And maybe instead of the AM, wait, which way? That way. Maybe the AMC logo, I put like maybe the NBA logo or something. We'll figure it out, man. It's just, we're still building, man. We're still building out here. I gotta write that down though. Book of ideas, man. Keep you one close, cause inspiration and your mind, it'll just come to you. And if you ain't got nowhere to like write it down, whether it's in your phone or in your notepad, you lose that shit, and it'll take a while to come back to you too, man. I fell for that way too many times. I ain't trying to go out like that this time. Brooklyn Net highlights though. All right, so we just got some news to hit our desk, people. So the U.S. Senate confirms Ketanji Brown Jackson appointment to the Supreme Court. They voted 53 to 47 in favor of confirming Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's appointment to the Supreme Court on Thursday. So that's today, people. Made history. We made history today. All right. We made history on this show because I broke it to you guys. Anyway, I know I'll be fucking around, but whatever. Yeah. So she will be replacing Justice Stephen Breyer, who retired at the end of the summer. Who retires at the end of the summer. So, congrats. We'll see what that means for the people, man, in the coming years. But I ain't gonna hold my breath, though. You know what I mean? Congrats again, though. Hey, yo, man, the internet is a wild place, B. Like, the only reason why I'm on it, because I got a couple of hours to kill and doing this show, man. So, like, yo, when I say dopamine detox is real, yo, like, it's hella real, man. Like, we need to, because we're just being desensitized, man. Like, the shit I'm seeing in just an innocent scroll, I'm like, yo, man, this shit would have tripped me out when I was like a teenager. But now it's just like, it's just common. Every other tweet is just somebody being violently attacked, somebody fucking, showing dick, showing ass, showing tits. And somebody's crying about this whole system. It's like no prosperity, no truth, man. Like, this is why it's so hard for people to dream now, like, more than ever, man, because everything is just out there in display, man. Like, anything you want to see. Like, for me, I want to see everything from my own eyes, my own lens, yo. From my eyes to what I'm looking at. I don't want to see it through a screen. So if I'm like, unless I'm recording it, of course, because when I do a trip, there is premiere nights. So we go on a trip, wifey and I, we go on a trip, we go on an adventure, and then I shoot it. Like, I film it and make a film out of it, right? A family film. And then I edit it, and then I publish it, and we watch it on the big screen as a movie premiere, And of course I want to do this on a bigger scale, but for now it just sticks between the family. But the bigger scale is when I'm able to hire a production crew, some writers, some editors, and I'm the director, I'm the producer who orchestrates the whole thing, right? And then have it displayed on a big screen, right? In an AMC theater, right? And I'm able to, like, walk the red carpet. That's my dream, and that's what I'm currently building right now, And people just live on their phones all the time. I'm guilty of that. Don't get me wrong. I mask it in a way of me trying to find inspiration. But what happens when it just gets so toxic, it just starts to seeping into my life. And then, like, shit starts to go wrong in my life, right? And I have to do this whole reset where it's the dopamine detox, like, take some time away from social media and more time creating. So I like being on social media. I like being on Twitter, Instagram, seeing all the thotties, listening to the latest music and the vibes of the culture and whatnot. So why not make a show out of it, right? So if it's something that I like to do, why don't I make a show out of it and, turn it into a business? You know what I'm saying? Turn it into a business so that I win, those around me win, and it's a win-win, instead of just mindlessly just scrolling. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm alone right now. Let's see if anybody showed up. No one showed up to the show. No one showed up to the show, right? So if no one showed up, right, I still was going to do this, right? I still was going to be online just scrolling aimlessly. But what happens is YouTube is going to take this and embed it into their algorithms, right? And this right here is a digital asset. This is what's called a digital asset, because what's going to happen, or what could happen, not what's going to happen, what could happen is that as this show gets popular, people are going to start tracing back and seeing the origins of its success, right? And they're going to see that nobody was here to view it, right? This gem of a show, nobody was here to view it. So what happens? It just stays there until somebody views it, right? It could be me rewatching it, but it's still going to be a digital asset, right? I could put some affiliate links down there. I could put my course in here. And maybe 10, 20 years down the road, when people are studying this time, they're combing through trillions of footage. This pops up on the algorithm somehow, and they're able to see it, right? And I'm already doing something that I was going to do, right? I was going to check out the NBA highlights. I was going to check out what the other headlines on AMC. I was going to check out what Thotties is twerking on the TL. And I was already going to do that, but why not make a digital asset out of this, right? Why not make a digital asset out of it? So this is what we're doing. And then after this show is over, what I'm going to do is get into the streets, seeing who I could bring on to talk about topics that I want to talk about, right? Who I can learn from so that I can create digital assets with them, right? So I'll have them as like an encyclopedia or a book, so I can read, okay, this person talked about finance, this person talks about relationships, this person talks about prosperous ideas, et cetera, et cetera. So we're able to build and build on and on, right? So yeah, that's where my head's at, man. My head's in the future, and it just takes small steps, small baby steps. You know, it took me a long time to arrive at this conclusion, but like I said, man, there's maps laid out everywhere on how to do these things, right? And there's so many success stories of people who've done it before me, and I've taken their map. And I understand that the map is just the map. It's not the terrain, man. You know, like this is the terrain, right? Like before, when I wasn't getting no views, I'm like, yo, I optimized the thumbnail. I did all of this. I gave of myself, right? And I'm still not getting no views. Like that shit would have just crushed me. But now I understand the game, man. I got to do this for me. You know, when I rewatch my family home videos, I'm like, yo, man, we did that. That's me, you know? So I gotta, anyway, those are for those creatives out there who just constantly judge themselves. You have all this creative energy in you, but you feel like you don't have an outlet. And the reason is because you feel that nobody cares and nobody's going to watch, which is true, right? But then you have to do it for you. That's why you have to really love this thing in order for you to do it. Like I could just chill. I could talk for hours, man, because I got so much in my mind. I could just talk for hours. And instead of being stifled and holding back your tongue, holding back your fingers, you could just set up your own little internet oasis and just talk it out as much as you possibly can, man. So I'm like, yo, I want to build my own radio station. I want to be able to build my own network, my own decentralized network. So it's like not really tied to a YouTube or any sort of platform that's outside of my control. You know, I could build my own. So right now we're in phase 1, which is the audience building phase, right? We're looking for like-minded individuals who just show up, chop it up, creatives who are on their entrepreneurial journey, who are looking to develop as a people, and who are looking to build and create something to put out into this world, who are looking to manifest something into this world, right? So that it will be your logos that's hanging in the buildings, or the age that we're moving towards, the metaverse, right? Why not create your own verse? The Caesarverse, right? Why don't you create your own, man? And then we're sort of like the Avengers, where all of the stories just intersect when we're trying to battle like an outside force, like the hedge funds or whatnot. So I don't know what character would I be in the Avengers, man? I'll create my own damn character, right? Like Nappy the God. That's my character. Like, you know how they have the Black Panther? You have me, you know what I'm saying? Just coming out like, yo, this is how we defeat the enemy. This is how we get down. All right, this is how we get down. And it starts with media first, man. There was this guy, I forgot his name, man. I just need to have these notes. But he talks about powernomics, And Powernomics is first you got to have, I forget the order, but he talks about different levels to this shit, right? And media isn't one of them because you have to have money, and the money you pay for you pay the politicians, right, to push forth your agenda, make the laws, you know what I'm saying, that favors you and your tribe and the community. And then you also have the media to voice your voice to the masses, right? So everything that we're hearing from the media, it may appear that it's coming from it may appear that it's coming from like an honest journalist, right? That's going after the truth. But at the end of the day, they're just giving you the little bit of medicine, the little bit of candy to just keep you in the loop. Like, okay, this person has my back. I'm good. My favorite person would never lie to me. But in every movie, you see it, that they go to the media and the media is not trying to lose their job over this shit. I just got a text. Hold on, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so let me just give him another one. I'm on live right now. Let me know what you think. Hold on. Got somebody texting right now. Oh, let me share the link real quick. Copy. All right, so just texted someone so that they could give me feedback on how this is sounding, how it looking, and all that, right? So, okay, notification silence. All right, let's see if he hops on and talk. I forgot where I was too, man. Yeah, so you control the media, right? You control, you amplify your voices to the masses. Now, in every movie that we see where there's a financial crisis or there's some sort of crisis, the media lack of action, right, is always in the mix. So in The Big Short, right, the two characters, two young guys, I believe they were like a brand new hedge fund that got into play, right, in the housing market. And they went to their buddy that they went to school with, who's a journalist at the New York Times or something, to write about this. But that journalist did not want to put his life on the line because, one, he wouldn't want to be out of a job, and to echo what he said that he has a wife, a kid, and a mortgage that he wasn't trying to lose, right? And if only he would have spoke up, who knows if it would have been late or not late, but he might have won some journalism prize or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Journalism prizes is for those who actually take the risk, right? Now, there's journalists out in the war, in the battlefields, and they're also getting silenced. They also get silenced and not put their life. They die, right? They die. All right, we're replying back. I'll let you know. So I'll let you know the presence. So if you're watching, Christian, I'll let you know the premise of it when we do our show, or we can hop on a call after this one. Let's see what time. All right, so we're about to head into Power Hour, guys. Let's see here. But just to stay on this message real quick so that I know, just to stay on this topic, right? Every sort of like movie that we see, any sort of crisis that we go through, the media is the one that has the information first. And what do? They suppress it, because the higher ups that pay their salaries, right? The corporations that sponsors their show, sponsors a message or whatever, right? Those are the ones who control the narrative, right? So what happens when we start getting the money? We start building our own media platforms. We'll start getting, we'll be able to like voice our own opinion and get the truth out there, right? So until then, I got to do more. I'm going to do a show about that, or I'm going to do a video about Powernomics and give my thoughts on it. But because I know there's one thing I believe it's missing, and that's the individual aspect of it. Like, where does the responsibility fall? And I believe this falls on you or me, right? We have to take those actions in order for us to accomplish the results that we're after, right? So it all starts with, one, creating our own media platforms, or support those who have those media platforms, right, that can speak the truth. There's a lot of people out there who have their favorites, but they don't always have our best interests and hearts, right? So we'll be on the hunt for those, man. All right, Chris, I see you, man. Yeah, so Chris, you gonna see the show, man. Like, yeah, he just put it up there. We got an awesome show for you guys coming up. But let's see where we trading at in this power hour real quick. Let's see here. Okay, so 1980 right now in power hour. So it's 3 p.m. Eastern. It is noon out here. Let's see this. All right. And let's see who's out there. Who's out here doing a power hour show? I know Tony De Niro does a power hour. I like to call these my unofficial correspondents, because I lean on them for some information. And yeah, let's see who. Wow. Okay. Let's see who's out here. Okay, so we got the Mask Investor that's live. We got the Butcher of Wall Street, Boss Blunt. And then let's see if Tony De Niro is coming up. It doesn't appear that he's coming up. All right. There's really nothing to report. This is why I'm making this show too. There's really nothing to report, man, unless, and I also built this infrastructure so that if it does like go kaboom, I could easily just hop on live and be one of those people to, go with this experience with everyone else. Like, this is my little rocket seat right here. And as the prices just skyrockets, I could just be like, have this platform, because, I'm such a small channel right now. But once this thing skyrockets and maybe all the other YouTubers' accounts start to get frozen or whatever, because they're going to try to censor us any way we can, right? I could be that one little safe haven that opens the door and be like, yo, come here, hang out for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, only time will tell, man, but really nothing to report, and there's really not going to be much. Maybe hit $19 or hit 20, but we already know the game by then, right? With that said, man, for those who catch this on the replay, thanks for stopping by, right? Again, I'm still working on the schedule for this show, on like what are the days what are the days that I want to like go live. I'm leaning towards Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are my lighter days where I don't have much deliverables I need to get, or I'm not training as much clients in the morning. I only train in the morning. I'm usually done by like 9 a.m. local time, which is noon. So I'm looking at going from 10 or just doing a power hour show with this Ape Nation Radio, 12 or 3 p.m. power hour Eastern Standard Time, right? And just basically reading you guys headlines, seeing what's up, and vibing out, man. Anyway, with that said, thank you guys for catching this on the replay. And okay, Chris, hop on the next live, man. Yes, hop on the next live. We gonna be lit, cause we be talking shit, and our shit ain't just regular shit. We got some gems. We got some gems and jewels to drop. So stay tuned for that. And with that being said, man, enjoy the power hour, and I'll holler on the next one. Peace.